If you're new to fresh milled flour and you want easy, juicy meatballs without using breadcrumbs, this video is for you. All my ingredients are laid out. I did just go ahead and freshly mill these flours. This is a combination of soft white wheat and the einkorn berries. And then my meat is 100% grass-fed, grass complete. And it is a combination of 85-15, so there's just enough fat in there to make your meatballs moist. This is the biggest tip when using fresh milled flour for your meatballs. You must soften your flour. This helps prevent a grainy texture and it keeps the meatball tender. So what you want to do is, I've already freshly milled my flour. So you want 1/4 cup of fresh milled flour plus 1/4 cup of milk. It should look like this when you're finished, and I'm going to let this sit for 3 to 5 minutes. My second big tip to make these meatballs juicy and tender is don't overwork the meat. Let me show you what I mean. Do not put this in yet. Set this aside. What you want to do is you want to mix in your eggs, your cheese, the Worcestershire and the garlic and the onions, and then the oil. And you want to mix these really good first. And the reason why you want to do this is if you mix these first, you're going to go ahead and do a lot of the mixing. If you put your meat in and mix it all together, now you've just started to overwork your meat. And if you've ever had meatballs that are tough, or if you've made meatballs and you're like, okay, well, the flavor's good, but they're tough, this is one of the reasons why, because you've overworked your meat. So if you mix this part up first, you're going to take a lot of that over mixing out of it. Now that you've mixed this, your flour and the milk mixture should have been sitting for, 3 to 5 minutes. So the consistency should look like this. Don't worry, you're like, oh my gosh, that's so thick. It's going to turn out great. I promise. It's just going to be so good. So I'm going to put this in here and then I'm going to mix it together. Let's mix the flour and the milk together with all of the other ingredients that we just mixed together, and do the mixing first. I'm just repeating myself. I know I'm doing that on purpose because this will just help you not overwork the meat. I just can't emphasize that enough. Now we're going to put our meat in here, and then what we're going to do is we're going to put the spices. This is why you're like, oh, Ashley, I forgot the spices. No, you didn't. No, we didn't. I put the spices all over the meat because I want to make sure that every part of my meat gets the spices, because I really love all the, I just love a salty, flavorful, meaty meatball. And this is how you're going to get it. Okay, let me get my spoon out of here in just a second. And we're going to mix this up. Put this over here and let me just get my hands into it. Do not overmix it, just a little bit, right? We don't want to overmix, just a little bit, just a little bit. Let's let this sit for just a couple minutes, and let's go ahead and get our parchment paper ready for our pan and make sure that oven is preheated to 400. Parchment paper is on my pan, oven's at 400. Now it's time to roll the meatballs, and you want to make them so that they are about a golf size, because I like them to really fit on the fork perfectly, not too big, not too little. That's what I like to do. And this is why I told you earlier, you don't want to completely overmix that meat, because now we're just taking it and we're rolling it into the little ball. So that's enough mixing. And these meatballs are going to turn out so tender. Let's pop them in the oven. I just pulled these out of the oven. Now let's go ahead and test it with a meat thermometer. I'm going to stick it in the center of the meat, and it should at least read, oh, these are done, 160. That's how you know your meatballs are done. See, 160. Let's stick it back in and let it broil for 2 minutes. Let's go ahead and make us a bowl. I just put in my favorite pasta sauce just to like give it some beautiful color. And then we're gonna choose, I'm not left-handed, I'm right-handed, so I'm gonna have to do it like this. I wanted to show you the bottom of that one because it's just so beautiful. Give ourselves 3. Now, what you can do is you can either put a sprig of parsley if you have fresh parsley. If you don't, by the way, you can also get dried parsley. This just gives it some color and just makes it look really beautiful. That's a little beginner trick that will make it look like extra pretty. And then I have some fresh grated Parmesan cheese that I'm just gonna sprinkle on top, and voila, let's give it a taste test. They're tender, they're juicy, they're flavorful. I can taste the onion and the garlic and the salt. So what I love about this beginner meatball recipe, it's simple, it's easy, it's got fresh milled flour in it, and it's just, not only is it juicy and moist, but it's also flavorful. It's just got both of the things in it. If you're new to fresh milled flour, this is a great recipe to start with. It's easy, forgiving, and works every time. I'll leave freezing instructions below for these meatballs, and I'll see you in the next one.